For 14 years, my family believed I filed papers in a courthouse basement somewhere. Then, one October morning, my mother pulled me into her kitchen and asked me to confess to a felony my sister committed. A man was in intensive care with a shattered hip. My sister had been driving my car. My father did the math out loud. "She has a campaign," he said. "You have nothing to lose." My sister did not even look up from her phone. She just smiled and asked who would believe me anyway. A lawyer was already at the kitchen island, and my confession was already typed before anyone asked me a single question. I am Vivian Ashwood, 39, and I had come home to Barrow County because my 13-year-old niece Piper begged me to visit for her grandfather's birthday. That night, keys disappeared from the family key bowl, the garage door opened at midnight, and by morning, my SUV had a cracked headlight, a scraped bumper, and a seat pushed 4 inches forward. The news reported a hit and run on Route 9. A 61-year-old man named Everett Nash left in a ditch for 19 minutes. My sister Renata had been drinking since 4 that afternoon and had taken my car without telling anyone. Instead of calling police, my parents called their lawyer, Wallace Dunmore, who had a typed confession ready with my name on it. My mother held my shoulders and told me to just say I was driving. My father said Renata had a campaign and I had nothing to lose. When I refused, my father revealed Renata had already given a statement naming me as the one who went out that night. I was trapped until I remembered something they had forgotten. I had spent 8 years as a public defender. I knew that people lose cases not because of evidence, but because someone else gets there first. So I stayed. What nobody knew was that my car had an event data recorder and a paired device log, silently proving Renata's phone connected at 11:31 that night. I never touched the evidence myself, since as a sitting federal judge I could not risk contaminating it. Instead, I called my insurance company and placed a preservation hold on the vehicle, quietly blocking any repair shop from touching it. I hired attorney Naomi Bricker, who brought a forensic technician to extract the module properly, sealed, and documented without me ever viewing the footage first. My family tried everything. Wallace urged me to sign a lesser confession. A letter threatened to say I had knowingly handed my keys to a drunk driver instead. My mother offered the ultimate bribe, full reinstatement into the family, Christmases, birthdays, everything I had wanted since I was 25, if I would simply be uncertain under oath. I said no. During a police interview, Detective Carla Voss asked my occupation. I said United States District Judge. The room went silent. My mother, sitting in the lobby, heard everything, and her face showed not pride, but recalculation, realizing exactly how valuable I had suddenly become. My father, instead of apologizing, got excited, calculating how a judge daughter taking responsibility could actually boost my sister's campaign. That was the moment I stopped hoping for anything from him. Eventually, with the county attorney refusing to prosecute due to his decades-long friendship with my father, Naomi and I filed a sworn affidavit with the Attorney General, requested a special prosecutor, and submitted the properly sealed evidence, all before my family could pressure me into signing anything. At the final meeting, an uncapped pen sat waiting for my signature. I picked it up, then set it down, and said no. I told them I had already testified. At the courthouse hearing, I described everything under oath, in order, without emotion. My sister, unable to control herself in front of the room, stood up and shouted that this was supposed to be one mistake, one that people like her should get to survive, and that she did not get even one chance. Nobody moved. She took a plea deal that February, 60 days in jail, 3 years probation, restitution, and withdrew from her state Senate race. My parents were never charged, since proving what my mother did with a set of keys inside her own home could not be won before a jury. Everett Nash eventually returned to work at his old diner, seated on a stool bolted down just for him. I still visit him whenever I am in town. My ethics file was closed with no violation found. My niece Piper finally learned the whole truth, without me turning either of her parents into monsters or pretending they were innocent. This past June, a new clerk asked if I had family nearby. For the first time in 14 years, I said the whole truth out loud instead of hiding it. My family always believed in stories instead of truth. I am done telling versions. If your family only loves the convenient version of you, that was never love. The day you stop auditioning for their approval is the day your real life finally begins.